Hello there, and welcome to Club Nintendo level 132. Joining us today is Mr. John. How's it going?
Howdy, Tim.
How you doing?
Not bad. Pretty good day.
It's a Sunday. You went to this gaming convention. What do you call it?
It's called an expo.
An expo,
It's called
exposition.
Southern Fried Gaming Expedition.
Were there deep fried cartridges there?
No, there were a lot of old stuff though. They had a booth where they sold lots of old stuff, like nerdy old stuff, and they had Star Wars on Laserdisc. They had the Jungle Book on Laserdisc. They had all these Laserdisc movies
Do you have a
for sale.
Laserdisc player?
No, I don't. I've never had a Laserdisc player.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, that was cool. There was a Pokken tournament that went on, which was pretty cool.
Did you get to see some good matches?
I saw some people playing only for a second because there was a
Okay.
lot of other stuff to do, a lot of pinball.
Play some
Um,
pinball, I hope. That is the best of all games.
I did, yeah. I played the Hobbit pinball, it's relatively new.
Okay.
Um, what else did I play? I played some classics like Pinbot and
I
Adam Stanley.
love Pinbot. We owned a Pinbot growing up when I was in
Oh,
like middle school and high school. So that's
nice.
that's my machine. Like,
Yeah, Pinbot's
that's
awesome.
yeah.
And the sequel, which is I think
Bride of Pinbot.
Bride of Pinbot. Yeah, I played that too.
Yeah.
Uh,
As a kid, I wanted us to buy Bride of Pinbot. I could not convince my parents to get the sequel. It's not happening.
what else did we play? We played what is there NASCAR? We played the Mustang game, the Mustang pinball. I mean, there's
Okay.
there's always some good stuff.
Yeah.
Pinball's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I was able to get it all the way to the sun. I got pretty good at that. The whole planet's. There's an arcade about 40 cents for me, and I got Pinbot. I'm not nearly as good as I used to be.
I think Pinbot was on the NES too. You might be able to get
Yeah.
it on your Wii U.
there's
Honestly,
there is an NES game of it. I don't think there's a virtual console release of it though.
that'd be cool if there was.
That would be. I love Pinbot. Yeah. But you had a good time.
Yeah, good time.
Cool deal. Cool deal. And did you buy the Amiibo panorama there, or was that Amazon Prime?
That was Amazon Prime.
Okay.
It was like $13 on Amazon.
Okay. Do you have it handy?
Uh,
Not really.
Not really. It's
Okay. It's basically a Super Smash Brothers stage in physical form, right?
yeah, so it's kind of like a stand. They haven't released these in America, but in Japan they have these little stands. They're made of cardboard and kind of hard plastic, and you assemble it, a couple of pieces, and you put your amiibo on it.
Oh, it doesn't come assembled.
It does not come assembled. No, it's
Oh
a
boy.
couple pieces. It's maybe like mine was 4. You put your amiibo on there, and it's kind
Mhm.
of like a nice little display for your amiibo.
Nice.
Right now they have battlefields for Smash Brothers. They have that level. They're coming out with some Splatoon ones in July, which I'm totally getting. They look really cool. But yeah, I like them a lot. It's cool.
Cool.
It was like $13, so it wasn't
Some
wasn't
assembly
bad.
required.
Some assembly required. Yeah.
No screwdrivers, though, I hope.
Nope. No. But it wasn't Japanese, so I kind of had to like just guess.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah,
Luckily,
the
there were
instructions.
pictures, so I had a pretty good idea, and
That's cool.
not too difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. So, E3's kicking off this week.
It's
Last
kind of
weekend.
kind of
There's
already
press
kicked
conferences
off.
today, yeah.
Yeah.
And Apple and Microsoft will have like coinciding press conferences, right, or keynotes.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Microsoft's is at 12:30 and Apple's is at 1.
Let's be fair. When you say Microsoft, it's like an Xbox.
Xbox. I mean, it's just kind of funny because, like, I remember when there's a Nintendo E3 press conference right next to Apple's one year, and I think it was the year they announced the 3DS, and it was just humorous because at the time I was not into Nintendo at all, and kind of like, I don't know, we belittled Nintendo for putting on a
Aw.
conference at the same time as Apple.
What? No.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. In retrospect, that was a pretty big announcement.
Silliness. Yeah.
Silly me, yeah. But EA had their conference already, their hour-long, very boring press conference that I
Did you show
watched.
anything cool?
So I watched it. They spent entirely way too long on sports games like
That's what they-
Madden and FIFA, and the whole competition thing, esports, all that jazz.
I'm pretty done with EA, honestly. Like, what games do
Okay,
they even make?
EA. The only saving grace is
Star Wars,
Star
Battlefield,
Wars.
Battlefront.
They're doing Battlefront 2 next year, and then 2018 is the game that will actually be really amazing, which is Visceral's game that Amy Hennig, I think, is
Mhm.
heading up. And they showed like 3 seconds of footage from the game.
Games,
Yeah.
yeah.
EA has a bad habit of showing things way before they should be shown.
I doubt it's even gameplay. It's probably just like,
Yeah, pre-viz. But that's going to be an original story, and it, by the looks of it, at least after Return of the Jedi era. I'm not sure if it's full Force Awakens era yet, but sometime. It's original story, is what we're hearing. And Doug Chain, the conceptual artist of the prequels and the postquels, is that what do you call the third trilogy? The concept artist is working with them on doing art for that game, which is kind of interesting. That like Lucasfilm is being involved in a little way. So, of course, that will probably not. Well, who's to say? What do you think? Will NX get any Star Wars games? Will it be any better this time around?
I'm pretty sure the last thing I heard about EA and the NX, they made it sound like they were gonna like consider it, but it made it sound like they didn't give a crap.
I'm guessing it's gonna be all about what architecture it's on, right? Like if it's running the same chips as a Xbox and PlayStation 4,
Then they'd be just stupid not to,
then
right?
why not?
Yeah.
So that's the real question whenever Nintendo decides to let us know what NX actually is. If it's a different architecture, to me that seems stupid because you're not going to get you're gonna have the same situation probably, right?
Yeah.
They have to go
Chicken or the egg.
They have to go that route, right?
Evaluate any and all opportunities is what they said.
Like, yeah, it seems like an obvious thing to do that. They can be unique with their controller stuff.
We don't even know what the NX is.
We really don't. We have no idea.
We have no idea.
People are saying all sorts of crazy things, like it's VR, it's a handheld and console in one. It's everything. Yeah. So yeah, that'll be my real question. And they announced Battlefield 1, which takes place in the World War I era. This showed off the next game in the. This is the trilogy that had a bunch of sex in it, from all the tweets I was seeing. And and they were talking about sex with aliens. This is what game we're talking about? Mass Effect.
Oh.
So Mass Effect 4 is called Mass Effect Andromeda, and it's a new story, new characters, but in the same world and universe. So it's not a continuation from 3 to 4. It's a whole new thing.
3 was on Wii U.
It was. I own it. I don't have the other two, so I should probably play those first. I don't know. I'm sure is there a trilogy on Xbox One or PS4 I could probably get that's like HD remasters?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. They like to do that. And then Titanfall 2 coming to PS4 and Xbox One. It's got a single player mode where it sounds very Avatar-like, where your Titan bonds with the person that is in it. I'll probably play this game because I had fun with the first one on my Xbox. Yeah, it looks cool. Multiplayer looks pretty great. I'm not sure. I saw some things they added to it, but I'm trying to think what it all was. But anyways, that's kind of what they announced. Then you got the FIFA and Madden, and they're better than ever.
They're the same than ever. They're more the same.
Yeah, they showed the original FIFA game. It's like, bring that back. Just let's just have a remastered original Madden, and that'd be great. Be more fun.
I miss the old days when sports games were like interesting and different, and they weren't just like
More arcadey too.
like the more arcadey and
I miss the days where you could have the whole football team just run behind you as you do a big. Those were the days.
So I like sports games that are less realistic.
NBA Jam is like one of my favorites on that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Genesis, yeah, full court dunks, get on fire, good stuff there.
Yeah, need more of that.
And they announced Fee, which is what they're calling EA Originals. They're funding indie developers to make games, and they're gonna promote them and stuff.
For consoles.
Yeah, consoles. So it looks like a cool game. You play this little raccoon-looking thing, and you learn songs to communicate with other things in the forest. And as you learn new songs, you can expand where you can go in the forest. And there's these bad dudes that silence things, and you don't want to be around them because they'll silence you, and then you can't sing, which is terrible. And it kind of had an Ori of the Blind Forest kind of art style to it. It looked kind of cool. That's probably my favorite thing outside of Star Wars. But Star Wars looked very, it's very talky and not really showing me much. Yeah. But I did get Star Wars Battlefront for PS4 for $15, so from GameFly.
Dang.
I should have that next week, and I'll be playing the single player since I don't have any of the online services. Yeah. But that's EA, and I guess the Shiba's going tonight, and then all the big ones. Is Nintendo Tuesday or Monday? Nintendo's Tuesday, right?
Nintendo's is Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay. But Sony and Microsoft are tomorrow, and then I guess Nintendo will see more Zelda on Tuesday, which we've been seeing some more of that today. Mainly the fact that he can now scale rock walls, kind of like Tom Cruise in like Mission Impossible kind of style. I mean, it looks pretty awesome. You sent me this picture, and I found another picture of it.
Yeah, it's
from Amazon's product page, I guess.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, the art's really awesome.
Look at the background there, and
the background's.
Is that Mount Doom? What would we call that? I forget. It's been a while since I played Zelda.
Mount Doom, yeah.
Is it called Mount Doom, really?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like joking, because that's like one of the Rings names.
Or maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But yeah, that's
really far off.
Yes, there's it's implying that there's a lot in this game. You know, it's a pretty open world, and the other thing that leaked this is really the only thing is the like the lanyard that has the boy and girl link on it. It looks like or that's kind of what it looks. So anyway, that's what everyone's assuming.
So we're gonna get 2 separate stories, so you can play it twice and have 2 different experiences.
Maybe that'd be cool.
That'd be kind of crazy, actually. Here's this 40-hour game, and here's this other 40-hour game.
Maybe they're 2 20-hour games, and you meet in the middle, and you know.
I mean, that'd be cool.
You can't beat it.
Quite honestly, so this is a huge world, but I really don't need like 100 hours game. Like I love like in-depth games like that, but what do you think? Are games too long? Like how long is too long for a game for you?
Depends on how. I mean, it depends on how good it is. Like, you know, if I'm like if it's really good and it's doing a good job of moving along and, you know, keeping me interested, then, you know, I could see enjoying 40, 50 hours. I think anything over 50 hours is like really asking a lot of people. It's
kind of hard to stay riveting after 50 hours too. Yeah. That'd be one good developer there.
Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, it probably took me, I don't know, 30, 35 hours, 40 maybe to go through Pokemon the first time. So,
yeah. I mean, there's different style games like Animal Crossing where you just play a little bit every day, and
exactly,
it's like a 1,000-hour game. But
yeah. I mean, maybe it's just, hey, you know, at the beginning, do you want to be a boy or a girl, and which this would be the first time Zelda's ever let you pick. Yeah.
So Zelda, Zelda's a female character, right? Like, if you pick a female, does female Link
It's female Link.
rescue the female Zelda, or is there like a little tiny boy, like a boy, like a 9-year-old that you're rescuing that's like helpless and I don't know, like that, or are you saving this princess still? Like, is Zelda still a princess if you're?
Don't know.
Yeah, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with like
No,
a woman
no,
Link
yeah,
saving a
no.
princess, but it's less, the chivalrous kind of like knight tale that. Not that Zelda Link's a knight, or is he? He's not a knight, but what do you call him? I mean,
He's a hero.
he's a hero, yeah. Knight's a hero. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, these are questions that I'd love to know the answer to at some point. So
So apparently that we're getting 2 demos of Zelda at E3.
mm-hmm.
Apparently they're about 1.5 hours long, and you'll get to explore Hyrule and Grasslands, Forest, Mountains. This says what they are going to let people see.
Yeah, there was a line outside Nintendo New York. 500 people will get to play it this week as well.
Yeah,
One of
that's
the people
awesome.
I called on Twitter was waiting in line and is gonna go play it.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's quite the wait. He's saying on Twitter.
It better be worth it. I'm
It
sure it's
better
going to be.
be. I mean, yeah, it's like it was one of those camping out overnight for a new iPhone type things. It's like,
I mean, if this is like the only thing they're really showing off, this has got to be a lot of game, right?
I don't on the show. I don't want to be spoiled and show too much either. Like, I hope they
That's
found a
true.
balance.
That's true. Well, I
Like,
mean,
Zelda's a game I don't really need to know a whole lot about ahead of time.
I want to know the name. We still don't know like what the name is.
Yeah, that will be for certain. We will know the name by Tuesday, right?
Yeah, of course. We have to. We have
The
to.
Legend of Zelda.
Never going to come out. Delayed Zelda forever.
The Legend of Zelda, and I don't know. How do you come with me? You have to know what it's about first, I guess.
The Legend of Zelda meet Girl Link.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we really don't know anything about this game at all.
We
It's
really
kind
don't. We know it's more open world. That's about it.
Yeah, we know that
The horse is more
horse is
smart.
there,
You got
yeah.
a smart horse.
Smart Horse doesn't hit
Doesn't run in the
trees.
trees, right?
Yep.
And there will be like boss battles in the grasslands if that original trailer.
That's right. Yes.
And he'll have high tech weapons.
Yeah, and the gamepad will be for maps and weapons, and a little bit of aiming. I think, just like in the current ones.
Yeah,
that's all we know. That's not a lot, I guess.
Well, we got a lot more than that, I guess. I got the Twilight Princess bundle finally, John.
That's awesome.
You let me know it was like $37 on Amazon, and I checked my Bing rewards money, and I had stored up $35 of Bing reward search money.
Wow.
So it cost me $2 to have that shipped to me. So now I got it.
That's pretty awesome.
It's pretty great, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will play the Twilight Princess before this game comes out.
Well, you got a long time, so
I really do. Yeah, and I'm starting to play games again. I am well into The Last of Us again on the New Game Plus mode. About halfway through it. That is such a really awesome game. And I played Perfect Dark. Beat it on the agent mode, which I want to get into in a little bit later on the show.
That's awesome. Yeah,
such a good game. Yeah, but I was looking up the Wind Waker box set of this, and that's going for like $150 these days. And you never were able to like, snag that one, were you?
No, that was like a pre-order only thing.
Yeah, that one was back in the early days of the Wii U and things.
That's when I was doing downloads only.
See, that game, I believe I owned like 3 times or something. I got the limited edition box.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely have a download. I may have a third just disc copy. Like, I think I bought that as well. So.
Did
Not
you
a bad.
get, you got the? Did you get the console? You didn't get the console.
I
did you?
got the gamepad. I bought the
Oh
gamepad I
yeah.
bought the gamepad stupidly.
Oh
I would never do
yeah.
this today. I paid $200 for just the gamepad, and I bought the console box. That box it came in for like $10 or $20. So I've got everything but a second Wii U. But I got all. I'm fully Wind Wakered out. I got the whole set of that.
That's hilarious.
Which I mean, it's my favorite Zelda game ever made. So I mean, I got it all, except for the GameCube original. But
Except for the original, yeah.
who needs that when you
Better.
got this much better version?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a better version, yeah.
Yeah. So I just wish we were in Amiibo world when that game came out. No,
Why?
no.
Because it would be a amiibo instead of
Well,
a
I guess
figure?
we got our Toon Link Amiibo from Smash. So I guess it's all right. Yeah, I guess I'm fine. And we'd have Amiibo support in the game potentially, which that's something I expected them. Do you expect them to announce Amiibo support in the new Zelda game this week?
Yes,
Do
definitely.
you expect them to show any characters? It's a long way off.
Maybe of Link, probably of no one else. Like,
Because they announced so in the Treehouse live stream, which is all this is, they don't have a digital event this year. They talked about Star Fox Amiibos, that huge ship that never came to be. So they tend to just say stuff sometimes, right? So who knows how loose-lipped they'll be at this event? I don't know. That'll be curious.
I mean, they've already said that it supports amiibo.
Have they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Question is, are there going to be new amiibo just for
Right.
this game?
I would hope
Like
so.
a Zelda set. There's never been a Zelda
There's
set.
never been. There's been a bunch of links.
Yes, and a bunch of Zelda characters.
Yes. Yeah.
This
But
this
no,
would seem
no.
like a good chance to do
Yeah, it would be.
a Zelda set.
No, so far Pokemon does not support Amiibo. Are we expecting that to not support Amiibo? This is a game that's been in development for a while, and Amiibo's been around a while.
We would find out about it, I think, on Tuesday because they're supposed to talk about that too. I think.
Yeah.
What-
Now, I can't imagine they do every figure as a character. I can't imagine that would be a thing.
It'd have to be like cards or something.
Like
right?
Animal Crossing style cards?
Yeah, I mean, there's no way they would do figures. I mean, they're not going to do.
That would be so.
I feel like they'd have to do something new because there's not enough Pokemon Amiibo out. So the only thing that seems reasonable is cards.
Or you
Just-
have figures of all the starters from all the
Oh.
generations.
That'd be cool. Starter figures would be awesome because
Or yeah, maybe not in all the generations, maybe just this generation.
Yeah, they're good this generation. The starters.
I would want. I'd love them to make all 800 figures in the Amiibo at some point. That's such a weird.
Wallet would not. That's like
Oh man, they'd have to be.
$10,000 you're spending.
Yeah, I guess I don't want that to happen. I guess I don't, because I'd probably want them all.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, if I was a richer man, I'd want that to happen. Yeah. We got some new Pokemon shown on Core this week. One is a koala bear,
Awesome.
which
Yeah, bear's awesome.
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah,
That
that's
sounds
like,
pretty great.
yeah, it's really original. Like all these new Pokemon are really original. I like all of them so far.
How have we not had a koala before?
That's when I saw that I was kind of like, wow, I can't.
Have we had a
believe
platypus before?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, we need. I think we're gonna get all the Australia. We're gonna region here and see all the Australian Pokemon. Kangaroo, yeah, we're gonna get all the Australian Pokemon in Sun and Moon. I'm calling it here. There'll be like an island that's basically Australia next to Hawaii because they don't care about how the world works. Yeah. Has there been a Tasmanian devil Pokemon yet?
No, definitely not. I'm gonna
That's
say
near
no.
Australia. That's like below it, or is that near Africa?
It's near Australia.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that one should come too. Yeah. So I'm just predicting we're gonna get a platypus, a kangaroo, and a Tasmanian devil as well.
I want like a
I call it
penguin.
first.
Give me a penguin.
We don't have penguins yet?
I don't think so.
How do we
No.
have 800 Pokemon and we don't have a penguin? It can slide into you
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
ice that
Yeah,
just
if you like
forms
ice,
beneath its chest. Yeah.
sounds awesome. Yeah, we need a penguin.
Okay. So, you heard it here. Penguin and the Australian Pokemon are coming.
They also released like a dog, like a rock dog,
A
right?
rock dog. Yeah, they did. That one had me less excited. The
Yeah.
koala had me more excited.
Yeah, well, and the mega evolution for the
Zygarde.
Zygarde. Yeah, they showed him off too.
That's cool. So he's getting a
So
Mega. Yeah, I wonder who else will get Megas.
I want to see some mega. I want to see some like not megas, but I want to see like evolutions for like some of the older Pokemon that never got any love.
Did Blastoise get a Mega?
Yeah, I think he
He
did.
did,
Yeah.
Okay. Um, speaking of, we weren't speaking of this, but Watch Dogs 2 is coming out this November. I was trying to do a segue where, remember games that came to the Wii U, but
But they're
came way
not
too late and didn't
yeah.
sell? Did you ever? I think I bought this in my Wii U.
I bought it. I paid way too much for it.
I think I got a copy of this. But Watch Dogs 2 is coming this November.
It's not coming to Wii U. Is
for
it?
PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's not.
And it'll come to NX a year late, just like it came to the Wii U a year late.
Whatever.
Oh, wouldn't that be hilarious though if this was a Wii U or NX launch title?
Oh my gosh.
That would be kind of hilarious, just based on its history with how long it took to get the Wii U. Oh man,
No one will buy it.
yeah.
Honestly,
That's-
hasn't Ubisoft's game kind of like they haven't been that great?
So
Ever
people have been saying this could be like
recently?
Assassin's Creed 2 of the Watch Dogs. Like the first one had a lot of rough stuff, and this one's like the perfect like realization of this idea of hacking and stuff.
So this one's not gonna suck.
This one will be the great one, and all the other ones after this will suck.
Cool.
Evidently, that's what people might have been saying. The people aren't totally down on this quite yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Once they play it, we'll know for sure. Oh yeah. So Yooka-Laylee, did this get delayed last week, or
It
did we
kind
know
of
about
did.
this?
Yeah.
2017 now.
Yeah, it's supposed to be this fall, and now it's kind of like early next year.
Yeah. Was this the trailer you showed me last week, or was this a new trailer that came out?
That's the trailer I'm pretty sure I showed you last week.
Okay. Yeah, it looks brilliant.
It looks great, yeah.
Brilliant beyond brilliant.
Looks really good.
This is the game that's made by a bunch of old Rare staffers
Yeah.
who got all demoralized at Microsoft and left and went on to do their own things.
No, look, it looks really good, and apparently the developers themselves are making sure that the Wii U version is up to snuff. That it's not just a crappy port. So
Well, this will be one of the... Yeah, I believe they will be the ones handling the Wii U port, while Xbox and PlayStation will have third-party people doing the
Yeah.
porting.
Yep.
So the Wii U one will probably be the definitive edition.
I think so too. Yeah.
And their X-Rares, they probably missed working for Nintendo, like back in the golden era of N64 games where they were jamming out hit after hit. And then went to Microsoft and couldn't make the games they wanted to make.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. It's gonna be probably the last good Wii U game, like along with Zelda.
Yeah.
Honestly, what else is coming? There's nothing else coming.
Yeah.
So
Not much, yeah. I looked into Perfect Dark and some of its potential sequels, and evidently the people at Rare were very excited by two sequels that they were developing for about a year for Microsoft, and they realized all the mistakes they did with Zero, and they wanted to go back to the roots of the original and make some quality sequels. But Microsoft did not want it because they already had sci-fi shooters like Halo. So instead they got put on making Kinect sports games.
so lame.
So it's kind of a tragic thing with Rare. Like they weren't able to make the games they wanted to make, and they ended up making crap as a result by the end. Yeah.
It's like, why did they even buy them?
Yeah, exactly. It's sad. Yeah, but more on Perfect Dark later because I got a lot to say on that game. It's good. I forgot how good it was. It's really good. So, have you got any? Have you gotten the Kirby game? Have you done that at all yet?
I've done 0 with the new Kirby game and Amiibo.
Amiibos. Okay, you're waiting for the price drop on Amiibos.
Yeah, let's see. Let me look right now. Have they already dropped?
No, I did a price check on Friday or Saturday. You can buy all of the Animal Crossing Amiibos, all 13, I believe. I didn't include the newest one, the Isabelle one. But for $98 is what they're going for, all 13. Some are really cheap, and then some are more normal price, and some are midway. And it's funny, whenever I go to Amazon now, my cart updates jump with a new price because they change every hour, it seems. And the price has actually gone down to $96 from $97.50. So as I just leave these in my cart, I can just see the overall price of the thing here. Yeah.
It might start going back up. You never know. Well,
yeah, right.
Sometimes you do. Yeah, it looks like all the Kirby's are still at their original $13. So
in the summer outfit, Isabelle, did you get that yet? Or are you waiting for that at the price drop?
I don't think I'm going to wait on that one. I don't think I'm going to snag it because I'm worried it might be a little bit more limited.
Oh, because
it's summer edition, or I don't know, because it's summer.
I imagine the winter ones will be phased out. That one will be hard to get.
Probably, yeah. I mean, the winter one came with the game, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Did they ever sell it separate? I don't think they did.
I don't know. The Rover Amiibo is now at $409. It's pretty amazing.
$409 for an Amiibo.
That's the cheapest Amiibo in the world.
Amiibo, yeah.
The Chibi Robos went back up in price. Those are not as cheap anymore.
Yeah, I got one for like $5 or something.
Yeah, they went back up since they ran out, I believe. Probably that's what happened. I didn't get one of those, sadly.
You didn't get one?
No, I never did.
Cool. I want those new Splatoon ones so bad.
Coming soon.
Yeah, July, right? The Famicom Rob is only $7. Lucas is less than $6. That's just
crazy.
insane. Yeah.
I want my NES. I want the ones that they need to bring back, the ones that were hard to get in that summer. That summer was terrible. Couldn't get anything.
Terrible.
So when Titanfall 2 was announced, I saw a funny tweet. They showed the Kirby and the robot as
I saw that too.
Titanfall 2.
I saw that.
So, that's great.
Maybe you retweeted it, but I saw it.
I probably did. Yeah. It's a shame that the Kirby Amiibo are like robots.
That'd be cool.
That would be very cool. I was listening to a podcast on this, and evidently your powers as Kirby influence the robot. So if you inhale like a bomb suit, the robot inherits some of that bomb abilities and things like that. So the robots get variables as your character is variable.
That's
so
cool.
You can play a couple. Yeah, you can play a couple different times and experience it new ways. So, what have you been playing this week, if anything?
Splatoon.
Cool. How far on the levels are you on that?
I'm level 50. I've been level 50 capped
Is that the
out
max?
for a while. Yeah, that's the max. Yeah, I've been maxed out for a while.
Okay.
Rank, I'm A+ still. I mean, I was S, but I went back down.
A+. Nice
yeah.
work.
But yeah, they added some new weapons a couple days ago. I'm pretty sure it's the last weapon pack, although they've said that before, and they've added new stuff after that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just a little Splatoon, and that's about it.
Cool. From the EA conference, I forgot to mention, in that Star Wars sizzle reel, on the screen was a PlayStation VR headset next to their development stuff, and then they had someone wearing it and stuff. And after it, it was revealed that the Star Wars Battlefront game, will have a mission added to like a single player mission that's designed by Visceral in that VR headset. So there'll be like a pretty cool experience for at least, I don't know, 10 or 20 minutes. I don't know how long they'll give you in there, but that'll be pretty awesome being in Star Wars for real, virtually.
Yeah, that might be worth getting a PlayStation for.
Yeah, that headset has me very excited. I just want to see what games like that. Like, will be worth getting at launch, or is it one of those that nothing's really on it until 5 months later,
A year later.
a year later, for sure. You know, because that thing's like that's like $40.
It's a
not
lot.
cheap.
Yeah, they're asking a lot.
They are. Yeah. So Rare Replay is a game I now own on my Xbox One. And I say own loosely because when I bought this digitally, I went in to play Perfect Dark, and it wouldn't let me into the game because there was some server issue that night with Xbox Live in which my profile couldn't be downloaded to this game, which I guess you need to play the single player mode, at least the first time you play the game. So I spent 2 hours on Xbox chat support, which resulted in me getting a refund of the game.
Oh.
And he told me to revoke my game license too, but I was still able to download it after the fact and play it. So this happened before with the Forza Horizon thing, where I accidentally bought that like $100 edition because my Xbox was being controlled while I was using my Apple TV or something. And I still own that game too. So I have a feeling Microsoft just doesn't know how to revoke game licenses, or doesn't do it very often.
So you still can play the game?
Yeah, I got it for free basically.
Ah.
And there was a weird glitch in the game and the pricing where Fallout 4 is free for like a couple hours over the weekend. And I'm not sure if those will be revoked. They're getting $10 in Xbox money, and they said their thing would not work anymore. But I'm not sure if they know how to do that, so we'll see. That'd be funny if they ever just got $10 and Fallout 4. But it's pretty cool when you buy it digitally on the Xbox One. I mentioned this because Rare, you get a bunch of Nintendo 64 games and some Super Nintendo games with this collection. So if you're looking into another box, this is almost worth getting an Xbox for in many ways. Which I found for $190 on refurbished on eBay. So you can get them pretty cheap now. But you get 2 copies of all the 360 games. So Perfect Dark, you get a standalone copy as well as one built into the Rare Replay package. So you're able to delete all of Rare Replay and still download this separately if you want to. Save hard drive space.
That's pretty cool. Games can't be that big though, right? They're old.
It's about 800 megs for Perfect Dark. The newest one is like 1.8 gigs for the latest Viva Pinata, and like I think there's a Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts is pretty big. Those were 360 games that never came to 64.
Those were pretty big, yeah.
But 64 games they're pretty impressive because so what they did with the 360 is the games they could from Rare that were on N64 that didn't have too many Nintendo properties in it, they remade in HD for the 360. So Perfect Dark is a lot more pretty than I remember it, because it is. And it controls... You know, the N64 controller is pretty great, as I've said before. It's one of my favorite controllers. But there are some benefits in a shooter like this to having 2 sticks. Turns out that is a thing that benefits. So yeah, it's beautiful. It looks not like it doesn't look like a modern game, but it looks like really good and
it runs smooth.
It doesn't give you. There's no block. It's not blocky like the 64 game was. So it's like this is like one of my favorite first-person shooters now because it's like a really good-looking game. And believe it or not, John, if you got an Xbox One, we could play online multiplayer because they patched that in as well. So you can play.
That's awesome.
So if not Nintendo folks get that listen to the show get Xbox Ones, we could play Perfect Dark online, and they could throw in the bots. Do you remember you had bots with this game? So
well,
you had the 4 players, and then you could throw in the bots and tell them how to play.
The bots were the best part. Yeah.
Dumb. And it was pretty great. And if you remember from this game, as you played through the single player, it would unlock cheats to the different modes. So as I'm playing this game, it's like, oh my gosh, there's like cheats that are being unlocked. So I play through an agent. So as I play it through in the other modes, the harder modes, it'll unlock more cheats, which is a weird concept. Cheats in video games. Do you remember that used to be a thing? Like, what happened to that?
GoldenEye had that thing too. You had a whole lot of cheats you could unlock and stuff.
Like unlocking cheats are such a like awesome concept that I'm so sad that went away as a thing.
Yeah, why did it go away? I don't
know. Like it just ended one day. Like PS2 had a bunch of cheats and 64 had cheats, and then the next era they just all stopped, and that was the era of where you're gonna pay for crap as DLC. I think that's what it was, really.
Yeah, probably.
I love where the guys making what's that game we just talked about? Banjo-Kazooie guys. Yooka-Laylee. I'd love if their next game is like some kind of shooter in the vein of Perfect Dark.
Oh man,
wouldn't that be so great?
That would be awesome.
That'd be wonderful because we haven't had a game like this in forever. Like, it also, if you remember, has a hub world. So there's this Caretaking Institute.
Yep.
And you can play these different modes down there, like a shooting range, combat simulators. There's all this like you can talk to people there. Like it's very forward thinking with like a hub in this like game like this, you know. And the more I play it, the more I realize how special this game was. Like all these forward thinking ideas it had in it, all the weapons of secondary modes.
The secondary modes were the best part. Yeah,
right? Yeah.
I love the laptop gun too.
Right, and then there's the Reaper, which if you run out of ammo, just turns into basically a little blade that spins, and you can just mow people down.
So, how much are Xbox Ones now?
You can buy them on eBay, refurbished for $189. How
much are they new?
For new, $300, I think, is the bundle price. Thing I would wait Monday. I'll curious if they announced any pricing changes, like if there will be a $250 price point as they prepare for something else or something. I'm curious if any of PS4 or Xbox One will get to $250. But
freaking Wii U needs to be
right. I don't. Do you expect any price drop at all this year?
That would be the best news out of E3 because
they're so stupid for not doing that. Yeah, like come on.
I mean,
just shipping costs. Xbox One is like $100 more to ship each box. Oh man.
How can Microsoft be doing it and not Nintendo when obviously Nintendo system doesn't have the latest tech.
But yeah, this Rare Replay is they've got all sorts of like other N64 games. So like Conker's Bad Fur Day. They've got. And I haven't checked the other ones to see if they've been as lovingly recreated with the HD remaster. But Banjo-Tooie, Jet Force Gemini, Banjo-Kazooie. Those are the ones that I know of from N64. There may be others. And then you have some old classics like Battletoads and stuff like that.
Battletoads, yes.
But there's like 30 games in all.
That's so many. How many?
So yeah, I'm really excited to play like Viva Pinata because I've heard good things about that game. But yeah, if more people, I really want to find people that have Xbox Ones so I can start playing some online Perfect Dark again. I think that'd be so much fun. It'd be pretty great. And I love that that's in there. It's just kind of wild that they made that work. But anyways.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now.
Yeah, it's a Perfect Dark. It's pretty great. It holds up.
Yeah, I'm sure it does, especially if they put in the better controls and stuff.
Yeah, it is. So I'm trying to remember on N64 how you changed weapons and stuff. Did you go to the pause menu or anything like that? Or
no, you could switch on.
You could. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta say, Elvis the alien. Oh my gosh, his dialogue is just so wonderful.
I love the alien. Yeah,
The dialogue is so great.
I always played as the alien because he was shorter than everyone else.
Right, and it has like auto aiming. Was that put in place originally because of the N64 and it not having two sticks, so it was trying to help you a little bit?
Maybe. I
It is
don't
nice
remember if
that
that was there or not.
it's nice that's in there because I need all the help I can get. That last level is pretty impossible without unlocking the double phoenixes that have the explosive shells. Because once you do that with the explosive shells, you can be firing explosive shells at him while he's sending his rocket launcher your way, and the rocket blows up in his face.
Mm-hmm.
And he never leaves the podium if you just keep on shooting at him. Without the double phoenix, though, it gets pretty tricky, and I got frustrated the first couple times playing that. But yeah, it's like it brings to life Air Force One, the movie, as you board Air Force One and have a big terrorist. Yeah,
Game's so like X-Filesy.
It's pretty great. I think it's $20 standalone if you spot Perfect Dark without. So it's like Rare Replay is such a steal.
How much is Rare Replay?
It's 30.
30. Okay.
Yeah, and you can buy it on like eBay for like $15 on disc. Is what the going price was. I saw. And I'd be curious. The disc version I don't think would give you the standalones as well, which is kind of the cool thing the digital copy gives you.
There's a Name Your Game bundle for $300 from Microsoft.
I saw that. Yeah, you get 2 games with it.
It says choose one, and one of them's Rare Replay.
What are the? I gotta.
Tomb Raiders, the other one, Gears of War, and Forza 6 are the other choices.
So no like $60 games. Forza 6, I guess, is. Halo 5, which, yeah, I'm not sure if I'll play that one.
Yeah, they have all these. They have so many different bundles.
Oh, they do.
3
and
games.
There was a leak that there's a slim Xbox One coming out.
Yeah, I
with
saw
a
that.
redesigned controller as well, which will be curious.
I'm sure that one will be 400 or 5 when it comes out. Probably 4.
You think so?
Well, it's not going to be 300. You don't think, is it?
I don't know. I'm really curious to see what happens tomorrow because if you have a slimmer box that's less expensive to ship, that uses, it may have cheaper components and may not have the HDMI input because they're kind of giving up on the TV stuff.
Doesn't it have like better components for like the HD? Like, doesn't have like high dynamic range and like.
That's right. It wasn't
4K.
a leak that had 4K output.
Yeah, so that's
I wonder. Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah, and the Scorpio has been rumored, but I don't think that's the Scorpio. So they would have mentioned like faster internals versus just 4K output for like. I imagine that's just for Blu-ray 4K is why they'd add that, right?
Probably. Does the Xbox One support Blu-ray? Like, can you play Blu-ray movies on the Xbox One?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember the 360. That was a big fight. HD DVD versus Blu-ray. That was the thing.
Oh yeah, like when it first came out, you had to buy a little add-on. That's why it failed, is because you had to have an add-on. Like if they had it built in, they might have had a chance to survive. But because Sony decided to build it into every PlayStation, and Microsoft said no, it's going to be an add-on, and obviously Sony won.
They did. Yeah, and I'm guessing part of the reason Sony's upgraded PS4s coming out is to promote their 4K standard for Blu-ray, which is now so UHD is out, so you can buy 4K Blu-rays now. So, which I don't care. I'm waiting for. In 10 years, I'll be able to have my Apple TV plan. It's gonna take so long for that to come to Apple TV 4K iTunes downloads and streaming.
And streaming, it's just so much data.
It is. I may eventually get a 4K TV and have a console that plays it for like the 1 or 2 movie that I really want that way. Like Alien Covenant, like I'll get the whatever.
I am really happy with my 1080p TV.
Yeah, I don't see any problems with the visual.
I am not anytime soon looking to upgrade at all. So
On the Best Buy stuff, I saw that PlayStation VR is going to have demos, kind of like how Nintendo used to have at their stores. Limited selection of stores. It's not in New Hampshire, not in Georgia.
Because people don't like games everywhere.
Evidently not. So it's like 2 hours away from me. There's a couple in Texas, not in Austin area, I don't think, unless I don't know the city names very well, which I don't. But yeah, so it'll be there Friday and Saturday of this week, which is kind of cool.
That's very soon, yeah. That's very cool.
I kind of want to see what that's like. I've played Oculus. I don't know what the PlayStation experience is like. And then I'm very tempted to buy Doom for $32 because I've heard amazing things about that game.
I've heard good things too.
And I don't know how often does Shiba games go on sale. Do you think Doom will go on sale again anytime soon? I have no idea what to expect on that one.
To go on sale again?
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, they go on. I feel like games go on sale all the time now.
They do now, unless it's a Nintendo title. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's still a good price for it's a full game, right?
It's a full game. Yeah, I'm very tempted because the game recorded locked. It's $32. I got a lot to play though. I'm really heavily into it again. I got an Uncharted download code being sent to me for $26. I think I paid on eBay. Uncharted collection, so I'll have the trilogy to play through in HD, which will be fun. And then I also bought on eBay, that's arriving Monday, tomorrow, the Star Wars Classics for PS4. This is a bundle of 4 games. The Jedi Starfighter, Racer Revenge, Super Star Wars. So I'm very excited to play Jedi Starfighter again on the PS4. I had fond memories of that game, where you can use force powers in your plane and lightning shock people. So, and I looked at it was $20 for just buying Jedi Starfighter on the PSN store, and I found a code for like $8 for all like 3 or 4 of those games. So it's like, okay, let me get the code. Kind of great. Yeah.
Talk me into it.
Yeah. So yeah, I am full into video games again, John. My being retired from them is over. Yeah. For many, many months, I did not play like anything. So I'm back.
He's back in action.
Now to find some Nintendo games to play. I got this Twilight Princess thing I should play one of these days.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, same game.
Same game. I played
much, yeah.
I played the first 2 dungeons and gave up on my Wii copy.
Oh, you should play. It's good.
I'll play the Wii U game. I'm sure it'll be better. Oh, at least the controls will be more pleasant. And how's off screen? I've heard is kind of rough on it. Is that right at all? Like the frame rate dips? Is that all accurate?
Not that I noticed. No.
Okay, yours was okay. Okay, cool.
If it did, it was subtle.
Okay. Well, I think that is all I've got this week.
Yep.
Definitely had a lot more to talk about with all the random topics. Longest show in a while. Kind of crazy. Not much Nintendo news, but we made it work.
Other stuff.
Perfect Dark, so great. Everyone should get the Xbox One, so we can all play Perfect Dark.
Years ago, it was great.
Yeah, it's great again. Microsoft, that's the one good thing Microsoft did with Rare. They made a remake of Perfect Dark. That's wonderful. I'm also kind of curious. I want to look into how many players can play on an online. I kind of wonder if you can put 8 players in the Perfect Dark online.
That'd be so awesome. We should do it. I gotta get one. I gotta get an Xbox.
Gotta do it. I think Aaron did Aaron get an Xbox again? Like he sold it and I think he bought one again. Is that right?
He probably has one.
I'm sure he does. I think he sold it and then got it again. I have to double check, but we gotta get this done again. That'd be fun. Slappers only. Did that game have slappers only?
Yeah, you can play.
Okay, and you get drunk.
And
you get drunk when you get punched.
Yeah, you get all dizzy and like.
Yeah.
That was the best. Yeah,
it was. They've made a good game since Perfect Dark.
It's the only good game ever made. Yeah.
Exactly. And then you get the gun that shoots through walls, the Far Sight. Oh man. Anyways, I could talk forever about Perfect Dark. It's so The music, yeah, it's good. Anyways, okay, John, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at John Wesley A, and also on Instagram as Classic Cartridges.
Cool. Did you change the name of Classic Cart? Was it that way?
I'm pretty sure it's
Johnson. Okay, I was thinking of the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I got some. Yeah, it's
Okay,
not
okay.
consistent. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. My handle's TCHATEN. You can go to youtube.com/tchan for the video versions of the show. Now up to 900,000 views, I noticed today, which is pretty cool. So subscribe there. And we'll be back next time, level 133, and we'll go over all the E3 stuff Nintendo had. And then we're also going to have a special edition of the show, which I don't think I can call it a level. I don't think I can call it a level, John, because it's going to be with me and Aaron talking about all the non-Nintendo stuff announced at E3, mainly Microsoft and Sony. So it'll be like a bonus episode that's happening this week as well. We're going to record that on Saturday. So if you're interested in that stuff, check that one out as well. So talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.